Mashbaka Shalom. Thank y'all for coming today. Um, as y'all seen, I got my new song that came out. If you haven't seen it yet, the new song is called No Turning. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the conversation, the thing that I want to discuss with y'all. And then I'll cover a little bit on what we've been studying together, y'all willing. Shalom, Monster Moshe, thank you for coming out. All right, so I'm finna go ahead and pull up this here file. All right. Now this right here, this is a podcast that one of our brothers did. We pause the music so that y'all can go ahead and listen to what the brother had done. I'm finna pause my mic and let the brother speak. And I want to say again, shalom to all of those who are stepping inside of the chat. Shalom. We go ahead and play this for you. His name is Podtail. Make sure that when y'all get off of here, that y'all go and follow the links under the description of the video. I just followed him. And on here, he only has 2 followers. So family, let's get that up for him, all right? Go over here. Y'all can download this as well. All right. So let's go ahead and drop it to the conversation. I'll go ahead and drop it to the conversation. So here we go. Let me skip it up some. I don't want to get no problems with these people. But that's his intro. So here we go, fam.
Hosted by
Monopoly Ace. Please don't forget me.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all very much. And, why is it so hard out here? Pause. Why is it so difficult for the music and entertainment business to be legit? Why is it so hard? Pause. For these people who took over these industries and created these vulture-like temples. Like, why? How do we change this? We gotta change this, because why do y'all want to make life so difficult for artists? If there's enough, not gonna say in the beginning when there wasn't no money and you wanted to get majority of it, I can understand that. But at this point in the business, where it's billions of dollars generated, you still want to leave artists dry and naked. However, I get it a little bit, because if you keep the artist starving, then that artist will never stop arting, right? That artist will continue giving you the best art if you just spoon feed them and keep them hungry and malnourished and upset, disappointed, uh, just going through a bunch of mental breakdowns because y'all playing with him in a pause, playing with this artist in a type of way that ruins their careers and then their life. You know what I mean? If they don't do what you guys say, you know what I mean? Like, then you got the cancel culture. I mean, it's just difficult out here for these artists, man. It's nasty. And I'm just saying, it's just from my point of view. Just from my point of view, you feel me? In my head, that's how I feel. Y'all need to chill. Like, y'all gotta relax. Why is it that anytime somebody creates something, like anytime a creative person creates and makes nice work, does good things like that, people always the people who don't do that stuff always want to criticize nowadays because they gave us the tools to do so. But what I'm trying to say is that they gave us knives, they gave us feet, they gave us fists, hands, teeth. They gave us all of these utensils and we don't use them for harm, like to go bite people or that. Some people do, right? Some people do. And then what happens to those people? They get in trouble. So why nothing happens to these people that use their social medias and their freedom of speech as a tool to damage other people or discredit them and all that? But you know what I mean? That's just a part of this industry that I'm talking about. You know, the first part I was talking about the main industry, like I mean the main business structure of it. The whole business structure of this music industry is basically like the justice system. It's built to enslave. That's all this whole America is built to enslave. So every corporation, every major monopoly is built to enslave and keep some people down here under these people and then some people up there that are considered the elite, right? That's the 1%. You understand? We're all born to be in that 1%, but we're not understanding that we could use our minds. We let the corporations use our minds. You understand? They feed our mental, they feed our brain. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, you already know what it is. It's the Converse. I'm your host, Monopoly Ace. I'm out here, you heard?
All right, y'all. That was the Brother Podcast. I just released my song and I give him a. All right, so I'm finna go ahead and drop out of that. I'm gonna read briefly on this and then we finna get back to what we were studying. I can't play this because they got music in there and it's sad that you can't play the music because if you could just play the music without worrying about getting a copyright strike and they could add that music to the person's ASCAP. They could add that to their royalties and help them out. But you know, anything that can help the artist, why can't they just do it? You know what I mean? People online should be able to play music without getting a copyright strike, long as they're not claiming ownership of the music and or whatever. I mean, I done got my music hit by me sharing my own music on Facebook. Right now, I'm going through a situation where I I'm going through an art attorney. I share her page with y'all. An art attorney to try to straighten out a lot of issues that's been happening with my page. And I'm just waiting on a phone call back from the art attorney. They online. I think it's called. I don't have my device, but I think that the art attorney is credible. You know, and people play around with you for years, and it's like, you know, I understand people say because it's been a long time they've been saying the struggling musician. The only reason why people are struggling in certain areas is because if a person don't want to do right, you know, they not gonna do right by the artists or do right by the people that's trying to get a job. That's gonna be an ongoing situation. You know what I mean? And I do have a song. The song I played last time on there. I am going when I get ready to switch it off, I'm gonna change the song. I didn't do it live. I want to go ahead and come up here because because of this topic that been weighing on me. Let me see. Art attorney. I can't remember her name. Should be in the Globe. So let me look up the art attorney. So if any of y'all ever run through something online or whatever, y'all could go through the art attorney. Let me look up her information for y'all real quick. And if I haven't told you shalom to y'all today, y'all could go and subscribe to the Art Attorneys channel and show them some love for trying to do something to help people. Please follow my wife, Valentina. The Art Attorney page is, well, let me tell you, my wife page, it is, I am Valentina Royal Majesty. That's my wife page. And also a couple of people that followed me, Joshua Graham. Make sure that y'all check out Joshua Graham's channel. Pure Repentance, Heart, the Kingdom is at Hand, just joined. Make sure that y'all join her channel. I think that's a her. I don't know because I don't see no picture. I'm just going to say join the family channel. Brother Moshe, the commentator. Moshe being Yehuda, and all those who you see rolling through the chat. Y'all go and check out their channels. All right, now let me go to the Art Attorney over here. Those were the most recent ones that subscribed to the channel. Let me go down to the Art Attorney real quick. I wish that Sister Professor Lovely Lady made content, but it seemed like you know, some of our people just, you know, we not into that, so that's cool. Let me go down. I saw the Art Attorney, but I had to give my wife her flowers first before I do that. Let me see. All right, here we go. So the Art Attorney name, man, I just had it, but I had to do that. Let me see. Just had it. Either way, y'all, fam, I'm gonna share the information with y'all on my community tab anyway. You know, I wanted it to go ahead and say it, so I won't have to go through all that. But I'm gonna share the information to validate everything that I'm doing on here. Sweetheart, I'm live, baby.
I need to take the lock off of here.
Let me see.
Because it keep making me type it in over and over and over and over.
I don't know your password.
I know the password, but I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off.
Security. Change passcode. And then go in and unlock it. Change passcode. Change password. Pin. Turn the pin off. I never seen nothing like this before.
It's an Amazon Fire tablet.
Lock screen. Oh, it's a lock screen passcode. Use pin. Just turn that off.
Okay. It should work now.
I don't know. Make sure to check it.
Okay.
Yes. Check it out.
Alexa. I said, Alexa.
This might answer
Never
your
mind,
question.
Alexa.
Alexa is an
Never
intelligent
mind.
personal assistant
No,
developed
see,
by
it's still
Amazon.
here.
First used in the Amazon Echo and the Amazon Echo Dot devices developed by Amazon.
Stop.
All right, let me finish this, sweetheart. I'm gonna get right with you, fam. I can't stay long today. I gotta go and see what my wife want. But I'm finna I saved the information in here, so I'll probably be back. Matter of fact, let me play the intro and then I'll be right with y'all. Hold on. Alright, fam, I'm back. My bad. So I ain't it's a lot going on. Let me go ahead and get on here and do this. Uh so this is the article. I was gonna read some of it, but that began to be a lot for me. So I'm finna go ahead and go to Josephus. And we're gonna start off where we left off on last time. Alright. We're gonna start off where we left off last time. And if y'all want to hear the song, the new song that I had did, it was supposed to be coming out next year, but they released it now. And that was a song that I had did a while back. And I got to get those old songs out so that I could do some new songs. I'm working on a song with an artist, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good. But I'm finna go ahead and finish on this section. Alright. And it say, let me make sure my mic is on, because I could be talking to myself. Alright. So thank y'all family for coming. Let me go ahead and read some more of this. Alright. So remember briefly we covered the Japhet seed. We covered their names, who they would be in the Bible. And now we're gonna hit on this a little bit, because I was gonna talk about the music industry, and something came up and I had to handle that. Which we shall describe hereafter, was the cause that those cities were overthrown. The sons of Canaan were these: Sidonius, who also built a city of the same name. So Canaan is the Sidon. Sidonius, that's what he built. So who was the first one to come and claim the lot of your inheritance? Canaan. All right, and last time I told y'all I was going to show y'all some places that Canaan had us to worship his false deity. Every nation came with their own idols, and we worship those false idols. And every time we did that, they took over us. And when you look at a name of a person, you won't be able to change it unless you're able to go to the highest peak of who that person is and change that about that person. Now, the Kemetic people had plenty of deities. All right? The Kemetic people had plenty of deities. And when you look at the Greek, they co-opted a lot of their deities. Like Tammuz, they have their own version of Tammuz in Europe, and different type of deities. And with us, they tried to take ownership of us, and what they did is they changed the name of our Elohim into a name from their origin. And when they're able to do that, then one would look at it, and every time you would have to bring up this to the person. They want to keep you in that mindset. All they got to do is say, well, G-O-D name is G-O-D, and his name ain't that right there. So what about you? You think you better than G-O-D? But who changed the name of Yah? And if a person do that, they could take away your name. They could take your country. They could take your life. And it won't matter, because your deity, where your heartbeat come from, they done took that from you. Now, a lot of us walking around here calling ourselves atheists. What person that was in the land of Israel that saw Yahweh speak out of that mountain saw him as how you ain't see no atheist come out of walking through the desert? Wasn't no atheists walking around that mountain. It was doubters, but they wasn't no atheists walking through no mountain. You know, they did their sins, but they knew that it was a strong hand that delivered them out of the house of bondage and Masrim. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, family, when a person changed the name of Yo Allahayim, then you just good as putty. You know? If you take the moisture out of, see, if they say, well, nobody can change Yah, right? But when you look at you, they say, well, you could be changed. You ain't perfect. All these things that people say to keep you stagnated, not going back to who you supposed to be. Now you're being Hellenized. And I see what the Grecians do to Hellenize people. They claim their country, they change the name, and they start changing the names of everything about that person. You know how when a dog go around and urinate on the wall, claiming his property? That's what happened to you. You know how when on the farm when they seen when somebody have a cow, how they brand that cow with their name of their association? That's what happened when it happens to you. And you as a nation have been blacklisted. And a lot of people don't want to hear this. We as a nation have been blackballed. And why does everything that say blackball, blackmail, that's been us as a nation, which we shall describe hereafter, was the cause that these cities were overthrown. The sons of Canaan was Sidonius, who also built, and that's a Grecian way to say it, who also built a city of the same name. It is called by the Greeks Sidon. Amathus inhabited the Amathine. So even with some of these names that I'm saying right now, us and all that, that didn't come from us. That didn't originate from us. Amathid, which is even now called Amath by the inhabitants, although the Macedonians named it Ephenah, from one of his posterity. Now, Canaan land is not Canaan land. It don't belong to him. Canaan already got a country. As I was trying to show y'all that when we sell our slave masters to the Sabians, when Messiah come back and he do it all by himself, and we're going to have to do what he say and sell them to the Sabians, to a nation far off, they're not going to be there. And the Sabes, we just read by the writing of Josephus that the Sabes are the Canaanites family. All right. So we see here the Macedonians named it Ephenah. Now, I don't know if we covered who the Macedonians is yet, but let's keep on reading. From one of his posterity, Herodias possessed the Isles of Aratus. Now, who is Herodias? What kind of name is that? If you trying to find out, if you let's say that you was a child that your mother and your father was looking for, and they changed your name, right? So you trying to find your children, and you name your child Yakanan, and you trying to find your child, and they done change your child name. You don't know that they name your child Herodias. You don't know. So how can you know if that's somebody else's child? Now everybody you see that's named Herodias, you don't know. Hey, you say, well, that ain't him. That ain't him. That ain't. I'm looking for Yakanan, and you look inside of the books, and everybody around you saying it, your name don't matter. It just don't matter. And you trying to find out where your children at. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our people, after they had let us off of the plantation with empty hands, we lost a lot of our family members. We didn't know where they was. It done got to the point where that generation done passed. You done forgot them people now, so now get over it. You know what I mean? Build up where you at now. You feel me? And now you so bunched into forgetting everything. Every generation just forget it. and complain. Vote. And other people living in your lot of inheritance, and we walking around here blind and dumb. And a lot of us don't like to accept this, but we are walking around here in a stupor because we don't know. If you don't know who you is, what's wrong with you knowing who you is? That's my question that I would like to ask the people that say it don't matter. Just claim that you was a Negro and move on with your life. YouTube music policy is BS. They have YouTube DJs that are playing music that don't belong, and they don't get scrubbed. But if you play your own music, like you remember that song I played, the Valentina song I wrote for Val, they scrubbed that, and then I went on Facebook to play they scrubbed my whole album. They say copyright infringement, and all of my music is pulled off of there. So the only one you can see is one song. So every new song I drop, I can't get it. And then when you write TuneCore, they have a computer up there. So I'm waiting on TuneCore to get back with me, and I'm waiting also for the art attorney. Thank you for adding into that, because man, it's rough out here. You know what I mean? And we ain't getting paid hardly nothing. But people say if you don't work, you don't eat. And you is working. If you're an artist, if you go to Walmart, let me pause this right here. Thank you, brother. That inspired me to say a little bit more. If you as an artist, right? How Walmart gonna get the albums inside the store if the artists don't make the albums and put them in the store? How is Publix gonna get the meat inside of the store if nobody go out there and farm cows? How is you gonna get clothes on the shelf if nobody is gonna make the clothes? How is you gonna get cereal on the shelf if nobody gonna make the cereal? They say, well, go and work for Publix. Well, Publix is paying Frosted Flake Company for their cereal. You know what I mean? Now, can you imagine if a brother say, I want to work for Walmart, and I also want to do this. Well, do Walmart work for Publix and do Walmart? Do you want to be a CEO? So it's a different waves of things that people can do. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you going to work at Publix or Walmart if that's something you want to do. I mean, if it's something you like to do, kudos to you. Go and enjoy yourself. And if I have to, and if an opportunity come for me, I do that as well. But what I'm talking about is people, do we do that to Walmart? Do we say to Walmart, hey, Walmart, the man that owned Walmart, why don't you get a real job and stop running Walmart? You're not working. CEO of Walmart. Go and get you a job they say, well, Walmart rich. Walmart probably didn't start rich. They say, well, Feli is rich. Feli didn't start rich. I think I heard that the man that said he started Feli said he started out his Feli company with so that's enough on the that right there. We're gonna cover that again. But thank you, Moshe. You inspired me, brother, for writing that. Thank you. So let's talk about this here. All right. Thank you, brother Moshe. Boy, that inspired me. Cause I was about to just go ahead and do the thing, but I could do that another time. And I already got the title and everything up. So let me go ahead and get back into that. Forgive me, Yahweh, for giving up so quick. But anyway, yeah, so that's a shame. How can somebody go to Walmart and say I'm working it? But like I say, the man that started Feli, they say that he started out with $40. Now somebody look at him and say, oh, he a bum. He need to go and get a job. He ain't no real man. This and that and the other. You know, he a sorry excuse for a man. But I guarantee you, when that Feli company jumped off, how many people made sure that they purchased Feli? How many people know that Feli is a household name now? How many people know who Feli is now? So we need to stop blaming the victims. Let's stop blaming the victims for what other people, for what people is doing to them. Let's stop blaming the victims for what's going on with them. Now, I used to work for a guy named Greg. He was he plant plants. And Greg, my homeboy Tadjura, got me a job out there. But Greg was running his own company. We was working for Greg. Why would a brother not want to see another brother do well? But he need employees to work for him. There's many more people in the neighborhood, right? So if you see a brother or a sister that say, you know what, I want to jump out and I want to do this, right? That'll open up another door for another person. So why should you have to work on the job until the day that you get up in your age and you ain't enjoying none of your life? You done learn all the skills, you done learn all of the trade, and now you just gonna sit there and work on that same job? Look at Brother Philip Scott, for example. Philip Scott started out with zero, and I was one of the first ones to come over there, along with other brothers and sisters. And we came over there and we were supporting Brother Phil. He started his channel sitting down in his bathroom at the curtain. And he was talking about relationship stuff, you know. And Brother Phil kept on going, and he was working on the job. And like I say, it ain't nothing wrong, because see, if you ain't got nothing to start up with, you got to make it yourself. So when we look at our people didn't start with government grants and all that right there. We didn't start with people letting us live rent free on land and all that with the leasing and all that right there. We didn't start with all that. You know, we start from the bottom. We start from ground zero. We didn't start with no inheritance. Negroes didn't start from being given acres of land. Negroes started from zero. We didn't start like other people is. And when people put us in the same category as other people, like y'all seen it recently in these days, the migrants, the people that migrated over here, that when they came over here, they was giving them $1 million. Fam, do y'all remember that? When they said if you married, you get $1 million per household. But it's people that's been on Social Security that can't even hardly make enough money to get bread and water out the store after they rent is paid. Fam, Negroes didn't start with $1 million a piece. Negroes didn't have a card with money put on there by their own people, like our own people put money on side of people's card, and I think they had $3,000 a month. We didn't start like that. You know, we started as with nothing. And whenever we built something, it got all bombed and blowed up. That's what happened with us. So now we started from ground zero without no inheritance, without nothing, and then we going and working for the other person. So when I seen Brother Phil Scott start out, and he was working for the gas place, he gave his testimony. When Brother Phil started out, he started out working for that gas place. And when you first start on the job, when you go there, you ain't gonna get paid till you get paid. But it's people that when they start on the job, they already got money that's from way back. So their parents can afford to put them through trade and put them through this. And like I say, I heard a brother, runaway slave. He was talking about how people, I lost my train of thought, but I get back to that. So let me get back on what I was saying about Brother Phil. You cannot put our people in the same category as other people. And is that racist for acknowledging what an SI is? How is it racist to tell the truth? It's odd that when we start talking to each other, people act like we being racist for telling the truth. That's not right. And why do we have some Negroes defending this right here? It's easy for you. That's what Brother Runaway Slave was saying, that they making money by being the by being the talking heads, the coconuts for them people that want to keep you like you is. Now, like I say, we didn't start off with being given millions of acres of land like Martin Luther King them said. We started out from nothing, and everything that we built got bombed and destroyed. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna sit here and keep on saying that when a brother or a sister want to start up a business that they bombs and they need to get a real job? That is a real job. What we're saying is that, okay, if you say that they need income, how come we can't do what other people do and put our money together? So a lot of us say, where Brother Claude Anderson said that, and what a lot of our elders said, that we are separatists and that we do whatever we want to do. But when we go to the store, like one of the elders said, we go to the store and we all purchase the same things equally. We all purchase the same things equally. Jordan sell out. Nothing wrong if you like Jordan. Nike sell out. We like Nike. We like Reebok. So all of us purchase shoes. All of us purchase shoes. Okay? We purchase clothes. We're the top in the market for purchasing clothes. We're the top in the market for purchasing hair products. We cannot sit here and lie to each other and keep on saying that we are separatists, or that we like everybody else. We spend all, I guarantee you, if we put our money like other people do inside of our brothers and sister businesses. Oh, I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Listen, it's going to be somebody that's going to like that. I think that if you already done said it one time, you ain't got to keep on harping on the same thing. Okay, a lot of people say they don't like this rapper. They don't like that one. They don't like what this one stand for. That one is this. This one is that. If that's that person platform, and if that's what they do, then that's what they do. Maybe they need to sit down and have a conversation with the artist to see how the artist is feeling about this, because a lot of our brothers and sisters are getting blackballed. Once I realized that, I was doing music and I couldn't even see that if we keep on coming on here and say, oh, this artist is this and this artist is that, what's going to happen to that person's income? What's going to happen to them? We trying to make them starve to death? The Bible said that it's better to die by the sword than to die by hunger. How many people that done been blackballed by our own people, by us as a people, not by everybody, not by J-Fed, not by black people in Africa that we call Hamites because they from the seed of Ham and they is from the seed of Ham, not by the Moabites that's Negroid, not by none one of them. We blacklist our own people. If you make one mistake, our people will never forget it. But we can move on from other topics, like talking about the transatlantic slave trade war. We can move on from that. But if a brother or sister, let's say if a brother go out and he sleep up on his old lady, right? Oh, we gonna counsel them before European people will. We don't want to forgive, but we'll say he a bum, leave him, or she nasty. We'll never let it go. But do you see any other person putting their people like that right there? They're gonna take away. Okay, you remember what's his name? I know what I'm saying may sound wrong, but please listen real quick. Shalom, I think Rockstar, thank you for coming. But we will discord one another. I'm telling you, we will. And we'll say, it's the law. You can't say nothing about white people like that. You know it's the law. But we will mean mug each other. We won't let nothing go. Some of us mad at people, like I heard a sister say, some of us mad at people for stuff that they done did 20 and 30 years ago. Some of us don't even remember what the person did to us, and we don't know how to let go of a grudge to save our life. We don't know how to let go of a grudge. But you know what? It's many of European people that done been let out of prison that was on murder charges that we ain't even talking about. We talked about it before and we done let that go. And we'll say, oh, stop being racist. Oh, stop bringing this up. But when our people get locked up, we'll never forgive them. We'll never forgive them. Let somebody break a glass or something in your house. Oh, I got bad luck. I don't like that person. You done forgot that you know Alahayim. We're arguing at people for all type of stuff. Look across the internet. Look all across the internet. We destroying people's livelihood. We destroying their careers. We destroying their credibility. There's been artists that before social media came out, before people was able to be more successful with an open platform, when we got the opportunity, what are we doing with this opportunity? We're using this opportunity to destroy opportunities. There have been many platforms, many apps that we had that we could have went on and did the things that we need to do. We could have been celebrating one another's success, celebrating a new clothing line that mama came up with, celebrating a sister that came up. What we gonna do? Find out what that sister do, stop what we doing and go over there and do that and try to sabotage the sister some of us do? Why do we do this to one another? Why can't we see greatness in what one another do as a collective and put it together? See, we learned this. We learned that the only way to make it in this country is to destroy black people. So what we do to one another, what we know how to make it, we We need tap shoes. In order for you to make it, you need tap shoes. So what I'm saying is there got to be a collective of us that's willing to put them tap shoes away, burn them. A lot of us need to burn them tap shoes inside of our closet. I know we talking about what's going on with Fat Joe. Listen, we could deal with Fat Joe and then we could talk about him later. Let's get our stuff lined up. Maybe Fat Joe may be right. Maybe he may be wrong. Whatever it is with Fat Joe, let Fat Joe. But we need to figure it out right now. Why do I see online, and I know a lot of people ain't going to like what I'm going to say. Why do I see online of Cardi B being drugged? That we done did that enough. Why is that content? That's not content. I don't want to see no person get destroyed. I've been destroyed, and I know how I feel to see somebody being blackballed and shadow banned and destroyed. I know the beginning processes. I've been through it. Look at me. I'm a living witness, and many of y'all is. How would we feel? And then what if we say, well, Cardi said, I want to change my life. Cardi already done said that she don't want to be no feminist. She said, I repent. Whatever she was saying on that video she did. Well, let her work out her salvation. A lot of us don't believe that she could be saved probably. But let her work. Cardi say she hurting. If you see somebody crying like that online, let that person go through what they got to go through with. We don't need to annihilate them. We don't need to destroy somebody just because it's in our power to do it. The man went to jail for fraud. He doing his time. When he get out, he did his time. But if the European person get out and did their time, they could go to their brother and sister at a place that say they family owned and get them a job. That's what they supposed to do. They supposed to make sure that when they brother get out, that they got something that they can go to and work, so they won't have to go to them and live under their roof. They could go out there and work for themselves. Why would we want to destroy opportunities? And when all the opportunities look like it's becoming a thing of the past, we can't understand this. I know that it's lucrative for us to make a living off of the suffering of our people. Evidence has shown that people make 30 and 50 and something $1,000 just to go and speak about your problems. And none of the money seems to build up houses. None of the money seems to go to the people that want to build up stuff. Those people mysteriously disappear. It's lucrative. Family, listen, let's not play a part in our own oppression and destruction. It's lucrative for you to be oppressed. Your oppression is lucrative, and it's dangerous for somebody to stop it. So what I'm saying is you're going to be oppressed no matter what you do. Don't let the oppression come from you. Don't let the oppression come from you until we as a collective get this. We're not going to see any change. Until we start loving each other, this is the way that you're going to be treated better. If you start respecting one another, how do we do that? Not saying that purposely we just trying to destroy, because like I said, I was raised up just like you, and I'm used to a lot of stuff, and it's some stuff that I need to change, and I know it is, because I know that a lot of stuff that I see that we are doing wrong now, I wasn't aware of it. So I'm sure that it's something with me that I'm probably need to go and go and look at and research. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I was raised up in the hood just like all the rest of us that was raised up in the hood. Just because you lived in the suburbs don't mean that you was in a different country. All what I'm saying is that we as a collective, once we get this, then we'll start seeing more support. The more of our people that get this, the more of our people that learn how to respect one another, the more we gonna start seeing change. I guarantee it. Not saying not letting off the other people off the hook. I'm saying if we can't wait on other folk before we can do what we can do. My daddy taught me. He said, son, never expect a person to do something for you that you could do for you. He said, if you want it done right, do it yourself. A lot of us say we want to vote for this one and that one. If you want it done right, do it yourself. If you want your own business, learn how to run it. And I'm telling you, it's been a long time. If we don't start respecting one another enough, like I say, you don't got to like the music the person do, but if they do something positive, give them something for that, if you can afford it. Because we know that grandmother and see, that's why the Bible say that he love us like a mother love, he love us greater than a mother love her own child. What mother you know is not going to defend their child, whether they wrong or right? I'm not saying defend them in their evil. What I'm saying, what mother or what father you know, just because their child did something bad, they're not finna let them eat. They're going to take away all the food and starve them until they death. Which one of us will starve our children? Which one of us will sit there and watch our children starve to death and not blink an eye, not shed a tear? And if we can't see that every person that's from our bloodline that's starving, that's us starving, we ain't getting nowhere. Malcolm X said this before he was assassinated for telling the truth. Until our people start seeing this like this, until you see when my brother hurt, I'm hurt, you're not gonna get nowhere. But one day I pray the same prayer that Malcolm X prayed. I pray that one day that our brother and sister, when they see one of their own hurting, that they will realize that is them hurting. whatever thing that can be passed against your brother is passed against you. Because just because we feel like they're not us, when something happened to your brother, look, if they say this black person can't come in this mall, guess who else can't come in there? If they say, and they was wrong for doing it, and they wrong for doing it, the black person can't go in a mall that they started up, and they wrong for doing it. If you let that be set as a precedence, and you don't love your brother and sister, you might as well kiss every person that's owning a mall goodbye. Listen, I'm gonna say one more thing before I get up off of here. When Scotty's, it was a store in Polk County named Scotty's, right? Everything in there was affordable. It was so affordable in there till you could get drywall. Before they closed it out, the drywall was 50 cents. Now, if you go inside of a store now, the drywall is $50, maybe up to $100 to $200 to $300 just for one piece of drywall. The doors inside of Scotty's was about $5, maybe $10, or maybe you could catch it on sale for $2 at Scotty's. But when we stopped supporting that store because we wanted to go to only one store, now you start seeing an issue and you have no way to stop it. Because when you have no other options, then you're at the mercy of one person. And if that person decide to, they can treat you a type of way. Now you could go to Walmart and catch stuff on sale. You could go to Denny's. You could go to different restaurants and catch stuff on sale. But if we keep blackballing one another because of something that happened that a lot of us probably don't even remember, and we ain't even really mad about it no more, we done moved on. But when it come up in our mind, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that because that person made me mad. And I'm going to say it like we said, that person pissed me off, so I can't work with him no more. Even though I'm not really worrying about that no more. I can't do it no more. It's the principle's sake. If you keep doing that, think about it. If we had our own light company, a person that ran the light company, and they would take money after a amount of years and put money back inside of there and say, you know what, your lights will be free 3 months once every year, right? To help you to save money to build a business. And we say, oh, that person didn't pass it the other month and he let the other person do it. And they say, I apologize, I repent, I'll pay you double. We won't take no ransom for it. We act like somebody done took somebody out in our family. Guess what? When that association is shut down, and they trying to hold themselves accountable, when that association is shut down, the only one you're going to be left with is the one that say, in the middle of wintertime, you ain't pay your lights is off. But you could have called your brother. Thank you, Privacy. You could have called there goes Sister Privacy. You could have called your brother, and your brother could have said, you know what? I already give people a break. I'm finna give you a break, and I'll put in a notice and say, hey, y'all get one break. So because I see that's going on, the building is building up by seeing the need of the people. So I say, okay, this brother need a break. So now I'm going to have to give everybody a break. So I send them out a notice and I say, only if you need a break, you get one break a year, and you get 3 months out of the year because y'all done been discord for about 400 to 500 years and y'all don't have no inheritance. And I done open up this thing started by y'all paying y'all lights on time. So now here y'all got 3 months Y'all ain't got to pay no lights. Y'all got 1 month where y'all got a forgiveness where y'all, if it's for emergency, guess what that is? And if you shut that down because you got an alt with a brother that done stole money when he was 3 years old, and the man is 80 years old now, and you still mad with him because he stole your lollipop when you was 8 years old, and you say, I'm finna shut him down. I can't stand him for what he stole my lollipop. You don't remember you mad because he stole your lollipop, a piece of candy. But we'll forgive everybody. Oh, brother, just go back to work. The man just cussed you out. He got you struggling in your household. You're not making enough money. They treating your whole hour of your life like it's worth $13. And you go inside of the store and $13 can't even fill up your refrigerator. Family, we need to stop blacklisting one another. If other people do it, that's on them. But let it not come from, if you is the biggest buying block in this country alone, and I'm not just saying that we is the biggest buying block just in America. Go to South America, go to England, and everywhere where our people is at. Y'all is the biggest buying block. So if you shut down one another, look at our situation. Okay? Now I'm saying this, I know what I'm saying is true. And like I said, there could be some that will try to appropriate you in this right here, and they know that this is an excellent idea to build you up. And guess what we'll do? Oh, there's a company come out called Black Lives Matter, right? And now all of us gonna run out there to support Black Lives Matter. And I'm telling you about this light idea that some of our people that's in the industry should be able to go and handle. Even if you got to start off with we can all put our money together and we could pay the contractors to build up the buildings. How about that? Instead of giving it to the one person, put the money to the contractor. Everybody need to have that number to that contractor that done put money inside of them. And everybody need to see where all the money going to. And then if there's any money that's appropriated out of that account and put out to any other place except where it's supposed to be at for building up these lights, then that person need to be locked up inside a prison. And possibly for murder. Because like I said, there's a lot of people that's homeless. There's a lot of people that need to have their oxygen machine inside of their house. And because of that person doing that's not a possibility. Now they done did a whole Black Lives Matter loop movement over you again. Family, until we stop trying to follow who we think is popular and start doing what is popular, which is the right thing. It's popular in our heart, but we're afraid to look right and before everybody. You can't get our people together in private. They want to go online, ignore one another. So I'm telling you this idea that I've been having for years, and nobody want to go except a couple of people. Sister Privacy, Lovely Lady, and the others that reached out to me in private, Brother K. Judah, all the people that reached out to me in private to say what you need help with, what you need to be done. Guess what? I'm finna say it out on live, and guess what? I don't care. If somebody else take this right here and appropriate this, it's going to be our fault, because I know that I would have been 80 years old to 100 years old, dead and in my grave, being blackballed and blacklisted, and never get this information out of there. And somebody from another nation that hear this is going to take this information and run with it and build up their community and make it more stronger and firmer. So guess what? White people, if you hear this and you want to make your community better, use this, white people. Puerto Ricans, if y'all want to make y'all community better and build it up, Use this, European people. Use it, European people, because black people is gonna be blackballed, stereotyped, kicked out because we don't like to come together. I'm saying this to our shame, not to all of our shame, but to our shame, the one that know that it need to rest at their doorstep. Until we start doing right by one another, we gonna stay in the same situation. And guess what? That's not the only vision that y'all gave me. That's not even the biggest one. So let them take that. But I got other visions that y'all gave me. I can't say too much. But that wasn't even all about the light thing. So let them use that. Let them refine that. I got something greater than that. Come together, family. Don't listen to that black code law that say it's against the law for all black people to join together after they say they put an amendment and now y'all can come together now. When we used to not coming together. We're used to not coming together. The only way that Black Lives Matter was able to co-op is they had to come out in the open and give out their ideal, and it was protected by the government because it was already set up to be co-opted. The only way that NAACP was able to run their propaganda and program because it was co-op. It was protected that nobody would be able to destroy that appropriation of you. But guess what they cannot do? If we turn back to y'all and love our brothers and sisters, it don't matter what kind of co-op operation they do. We will not follow what is more popular to forget what is more popular heartedly, which we should do with one another. Because we've been asking European, how can we ask them every year? And we say, I ain't finna ask no NIGGER for nothing. Well, we ask Europeans, who you gonna vote for every year? How come we can't come together and put our coins and stuff together and build up something? Can you imagine if 50 Negroes that had $1,000 put $1,000 together of what y'all can build together? Don't give it to the person personally, because I know we don't trust people no more. Put it on what you want to put it for. You say to that person, look, here's the contractor. Here's the phone number. And if y'all want me to do the light thing, guess what? I'll do it. So please type yes. If y'all want me to find a contractor, please type yes. If y'all want me to find a contractor, so that y'all can talk to the contractor y'all self to see how much it'll be. And ask that contractor, can a contractor set up a fund that we can pay directly to that contractor? Ask the contractor to show you all their credentials. And if you feel like I don't trust this, why don't you find the contractor and bring it and put it inside of the chat so that that contractor can work on the first Negro light company? Ask the contractor, find somebody, which we don't have too many people that know anything about setting up a light company, because we're not allowed to be inside of stuff like that. But I think that brother Jason Black said that he know how to do electronics and stuff. Pastor Kelly said that he's good with electronics and stuff. Find a contractor, or I find one, and we can all look through them. And if it look right, we'll let Pastor Kelly look over it. If he want to do it, he'll do it. And if he don't want to do it, he ain't got to do it. Brother Kate Judah can look over it. I know he good with stuff like that. Anybody you show your expertise, put your word in. We need people that know how to be electricians, to know. We need our people to come together. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm tired of waiting for our people to come together, so I'm going to say it live and in the open. Our people, black people, let's not worry about calling everybody else first. I said black people, no matter what you want to call yourself. We need to come together so that we can be in a better situation. Let's build one in the poorest part where our people is at. That's not where I stay. That's not what. Let's build it in the poorest part where our people is at. The place where our people is at, the homeless, the worst, because they ain't got income. Let the money go to them first, because it's not going to have a lot at first to help everybody in the community. Start small. Rome wasn't built in a day. Put that money. See, if we was in a private business setting, do y'all want me to continue? Because I could give out more information that's going to give other people information to know how to triple up on you and to get even more further than you. They had a 500-year start. How many? And look, white people, I ain't mad at y'all. Y'all know what game at. Y'all know how to peep game. And I'm going to say it like they said in the street. White people know how to peep game. I ain't mad at y'all white people. Make your money. If black people don't know how to come together, white people, go around to every channel where black people got to go live and speak until black people realize that they need to go in private. White people, do what y'all do to teach black people that if y'all keep doing that, I'm going to take your ideal. Do it, white people. Do your thing, white people. Thank you, y'all, for using white people to force black people to come together. All right, so I won't finish. Thank you, Sister Privacy. So, brothers and sisters, let us come together. I wanted to start a group chat on Facebook. It's not nothing that's going to be nasty. I understand, brothers and sisters, that people been sending y'all this and that inside of y'all chat. It happened to me before. I'm not going to put people out there because that's not why I come online to try to put down on people. I already spoke to them in private and I told them I don't like that and they stopped sending me stuff. So I understand how I feel when people send you stuff in your inbox. I'm not going to do that to y'all. What I'm saying to you, fam, I'm going to open up a thing. If you don't want to be a part of making a better situation for our people, I pray that you don't exit out the app. But I'm going to make it on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, please put inside of the chat what kind of apps y'all run. I want all of us to go and do our research because we got to do it. We can't be scared no more. We can't be scared that we're going to get scammed no more. I ain't going to scam you. I'm not going to scam myself because I want you to go directly to the contractor, not to me. Go directly to the contractor. I don't know how to build no light pole. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it. Brother Jason Black know how to do it. Let's go inside of the chat. I'm going to set it up. Hopefully I can talk to Brother Jason Black. I never spoke to him privately before, but I went on his live before. He's a very intelligent brother. Pastor Kelly is very intelligent. He know how to do stuff like, technology. K. Judah is very intelligent. And if there's any other brother and sister, I want y'all to be the ones that's over the group. Y'all got to be the ones that's over the group. All right, that's enough said. I'm just setting it up. I'm just gonna make the name on Facebook. Follow me, Trinitel. Used to be my name. Follow me, Yaquaba. The same name that you see on here. Or you can look through my About tab and follow me on Facebook. And if you somebody that say I don't like to follow him because him, follow me. I'm so serious about this until just follow me until you could go in and write me in my inbox. And if you just want to unfollow me for no reason, It's up to you. But I want you to go in there to get inside of the group and lay it down. You don't even have to speak to me if you don't like me. I want this company is more important than how I feel. This company is more, us building with each other is more important than my feelings. Even though my feelings is important. Go in there, family. I'm going to set up the group when I get off of here. Go in there. Sister Privacy, Pure Repentance, I need y'all to help me with this, all right? There's people I'm already following, and if people that you know, I want you to tell them that it's going to be a group set up. Tell them it's not no nasty group. It's just going to be a group set up for this situation we talked about today. All right, I'm tired of talking about it. It's time to do something. I don't like to just talk. I want to do something. I'm tired of that. I've been tired. You know, I've been tired. And I didn't give away the diamond idea. But family, go ahead and hit me up. So if people feel like they got something, they finna run and create them a business, that's up to them. But like I say, go ahead and follow me on Facebook. It's the same name. It's Yaquaba Kennedy though. I got my last name on there, Kennedy. And Privacy, it is good to see you again, sister. You shocked me today. And Rockstar, it's good to see you today, Rockstar. Thank you for coming, family. Let's get this. Let's do this, fam. Let's do this. It's time out for playing. Like they say, if you tired of playing church, we're tired of playing. We need to get this done. There's people been talking for too long. There's people been talking for too long, going around and doing $30,000 and $4,000 speeches. I'm tired of that. Let's do something together. I'm tired of hearing people talk. Anybody, when you was in school, before you accept the Messiah in your heart, did you want to just hear people talking if they want to fight you? Or was you ready to get down with the get down? So I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing talking. It's time for us to get to work. Somebody told me that we need to get to work, and I agree with them. All of us need to get to work together. If we tired of our situation and we want to see things get better, then we need to do it ourselves. That's what my daddy taught me, and I'm going to follow after his motto. And that's no cap. What they say, no cap. It ain't nothing, nothing ill willing to nobody, but we have to do this. Now, I would usually do this in business meeting at church with Deacon Davis and them. We talk about stuff like that. But since we can't come together, and we said we're going to start coming together, hopefully we won't have to do this no more. Because, like I say, I'm not the only brother that's online giving out good ideas, and people that's willing to hear it is taking them ideas and making something out of themselves. You know, how come European people can understand this? You know why? Cause it worked. It worked. All right, I ain't mad at no European person, but we need to get this done. All right, and if you know somebody that knows somebody, then we need to bring all that to the group. All right, fam, I'm finna go ahead and drop off of here. I'm not gonna end with a song. Please make sure y'all check out that new track, No Turn. No Turn. It was something that was in my hard drive a long time, and I got tired of it just sitting there, so I never let nobody hear it. It was never released, and I just dropped it. I believe within myself that I'm doing better mixing and mastering now. But that was a track that I was supposed to release a while back, and I never did, so I just released it again. So I released it now. And remember, I told y'all I'm working on some new music with more artists. I have some tracks that I'm working on that's brand spanking new with a new artist, and I pray that track goes somewhere, and there's a reason why. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, fam. Shalom to y'all, and I'm finna go ahead and drop out on the intro. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you, Sister Naomi, Private C, Pure Repentance, Heart, the kingdom is at hand. I think your name is, am I right? New York Rockstar, thank you for coming. I appreciate that. I really do. Moshe, the commentator, thank you for coming, brother, and sticking with me. K Judah say he like to watch in the background. He be working. I want to say thank you, K Judah, for coming and dropping by. Monster Moshe, thank you for coming. Valentina be watching too in the background. She told me that. Thank you for watching. And Professor Lovely Lady, whenever you hear this, thank you for watching, sister. And I want to say to you all, shalom, and to all of those who will come hereafter, you are all important. You're all valuable. You're all valuable. All right. And if you ever get the opportunity, if you come on one day and you say shalom, then the family will be able to salute you properly. So don't feel left out. All right, fam. I got to get up off of here. Shalom. Remember, Facebook Messenger group. Shalom.